Hello everyone, welcome back to Cybertix. Today is day 21 of challenge where we are going to see and understand what is reverse engineering and how to perform it. So make sure you stay till end of the video to get the complete knowledge. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So let's start with the day 21 challenge. Help me, I am reverse engineering. So let's just directly jump to our learning objectives where we have to understand the structure of binary files, the difference between disassembly and decompiling, and familiarity with multi-stage binaries, practically reverse engineering a multi-stage binaries over here. So we have started the machines. So introduction to reverse engineering. Reverse engineering is a process of breaking something down to understand these functions. In cybersecurity, reverse engineering is used to analyze how the application works. So this is used to determine all the stuff. For example, cybersecurity analysts reverse engineer malicious application distributed by attackers to understand if there are any attributable indicators to associate the binary with an attacker and any potential ways to defend against these malicious binary. For example, a famous example of this is like WannaCry ransomware in May 2017. Security researcher Marcus Hutchins reverse engineered the ransomware application and discovered a specific function within the application where the malware wouldn't run if a particular domain was registered and available. So Marker then registered this domain, stop the global WannaCry attack. This is just one of many famous cases of reverse engineering being used in cybersecurity defenses. So what are binaries? In companies, binaries are files compiled from the source code. So for example, run a binary when launching an executable files on a computer. At one point of time, this application wouldn't be being programmed in a programming languages such as C sharp. Is this then compiled and then compiler translates the code into a machine languages. So binaries have specific instructions depending on operating system they are designed to run. For example, Windows binary follow the portable executable structure, that is the PE, whereas Linux binary follows an executable and Linux linkable format, that is the L. This is why, for example, you cannot run a .exe file on a Mac OS operating system. With that said, all binaries will contain at least a code section, a data section, and import and export tables over here. So let's just understand the difference between disassembly versus the decompiling. So when reverse engineering binaries, you will employ two primary techniques. This task section will introduce disassembly and decompiling, explaining these key differences and their pros and cons. So disassembling a binary shows a low level machine instructions the binary will follow because the output is translated into the machine instructions. You can see a detailed view of this binary, how it is being de-assembly over here with the 001s and all. So this particular code is not exactly the same which developer has made. So based on that predictions, it has given us suggestions of the code. It might be like that. So there are tools such as IDA, which is a very popular tool for the reverse engineering. 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙢𝙪 and GDB can also do this same thing. Now decompiling means decompiling, however, it converts the binary into a high level code such as C++, C sharp, etc., making it easier to read. However, these translations can often lose some information such as variable names. These methods of reverse engineering is a binary is useful if we wanted to get a high level of understanding of how the application works. So you can see it has used a IL-SPY, that is the interface language SPY. So over here this was the code, that is the demo, where it has metadata, references and all, where we have to go to the demo binary. In that program, the main function which is being used, that is the main, and we can see the complete code over here. So there are specific circumstances where you will choose one method to overflow. For example, decompiling is sometimes best guess of one of the tools you have used, not probably the actual source code over here. So as these are the comparisons which we can see further as well. So multi-stage binaries. Recent trends in cybersecurity have seen the rise of attackers using what's to known multi-stage binaries. It means that there are total two stages, that is the dropper and the payload. Let's just understand via a image view. So the entry view. Let's say one particular attacker has put a phishing email to you, and the phishing email has some kind of document which is a valid legit. The reason is because attacker will send that document through a Gmail. Now obviously Gmail will scan that document. If it is a malicious, it directly block it out, right? So what it do? Attacker send a legitimate document to the victim. Victim initially download this file. Now this is the complete stage 1. Second stage will be, once the document is been opened up, there will be a macro which we have seen in the previous task as well. So macro will run some kind of JavaScripts or some kind of code which will be run on the backend side. It will not be looked into the front to the user. It will, through that JavaScript files or any some kind of programming language, it will interact with this attacker hosted domain, that is the C2 server over here. And after that, it will download some malicious executable files which will be in a hidden format, that is the .exe files and .dll files over here. So jingle.net all the way. For today's task, we will reverse engineer two .NET binaries using a decompiler 𝙅𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙪𝙣𝙞. You can follow the walkthrough reverse engineering because of the demo.exe over here which they had given over here. So let's just see the property application.exe. We can see in the administrator desktop.exe. So let's just see over here. Okay, we have demo, and let's just directly use the 𝙅𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙪𝙣𝙞. Just open it, we can directly drag and drop into that particular stuff, and we can see the complete binary details and all the stuff. This is about the normal binaries, but we have to see on the 𝙅𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙪𝙣𝙞 where we have to see complete code, what are the functions which they are using out, right? So let me just directly drag and drop over here. Yep, so we have dropped and make it a full screen. You can click on the plus, and after that we have a demo binary programs. In that there is a main function over here. So it is being decompiled over here. I mean, you can see console.write line. First of all, it will say hello THM demo binary. It is going to this particular address, that is 10.10, and it is using some kind of images files over here, and then the file will be downloaded, and after that image opens successfully. Once the image has been successfully opened, it will automatically close it by saying the bye bye, leaving the demo binary with this particular timestamp, that is the 5 seconds and all. So let's just try it out by opening it. See, hello THM demo binary. After 5 seconds, image will be opened, and now after 5 seconds this particular stuff will be closed. So this is the file which they have downloaded over here. So let me just close it out. Now let's just understand in a very proper way. So they had explained all the stuff which we had already done. Now we have to perform to answer the below questions, we have to reverse engineer the application where_exe file. So let's just minimize this demo over here and look for the where app. Cool. Here is the file. Just drag and drop over here. Go to the programs. .app. After that, fancy app over here, and it contains a program where it contains the main method. Main method is calling total 3 kind of functions, that is the enable, visual, styles and runs, and it is using a new form. We can directly click on that, and it says the initialize forms and all, but in that form we have to go to over here dispose tools and other stuff. We have to check it out, what are the different types of codes are being running on and all. So let's just directly move to the form 1 and start answering the questions. What is the function name that downloads an executable files in the where_app? So what the function name, it will be similarly that download an executable file. So let me just copy it, hit enter. Once you execute the where_exe, it downloads another binary to the download folders. What is the name of the binary? So let's just first of all see and traverse how these binaries are being used. So let's just see download and executable files over here. Let's just click on plus. Okay, now we can see string address. This is the 𝘼𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙗 explorer.exe, right? So this is the exe file which is being downloaded if we open this 𝑤𝑟_exe.files. So in the real time, whenever if anyone sends a malicious application, don't run it directly. Just first of all reverse engineering, start understand the code and all. So what domain name is one from the file is being downloaded after running 𝑤𝑟_app.exe. So I guess this is the malware C2 over here, and let's just see what domain name is one from where that file is downloaded after running a 𝑤𝑟_app, right? So it is running on this mirror C2, I guess. Let's just see. Yep. The stage 2 binary is being executed automatically and creates a zip file comprising the victim's computer data. What is the name of that zip file? So now we have seen the explorer.exe is being used here, right? So let's just try to drag and drop that and understand it. So we have not actually downloaded, right? So let's just download it over here and see it. See, now it is being automatically downloaded and it says username and password kind of thing, right? So let me just click on the downloads. It says explorer. Let's just directly drag and drop and understand the code. Let me just extract it. References over here, file characters or some kind of data. There is a module, doesn't contain anything over here. Cool. That's a strange things. So now let's just again go back to our 𝑤𝑟_village app and see what are the different files which we can cover up. We have seen the form 1 where it is being downloaded, and another one is about the login form. So now deployment is in progress. So initialize components, everything is being running on. So automatic zip files, the victim, what is the file name with contains .zip. So even we can search it in the complete fancy app, that is which start from .zip. Also till the time, let's just look into that module of the explorer. Instead of metadata, we will go to the main module derived types. Let's just check it out. File collectors, into the programs, we have a main over here, and let's just open it. Let's just close this search bar over here. Okay, we can see it says there are total 5 types of files which can be downloaded and acceptable. That is a .document, pptx, png, gif and jpg, and it is saying that collect files .zip over here, collected files .zip. So this is the answer. Let me just copy it, solve it. What is the name of the C2 server where the stage 2 binary tries to upload the file? So I guess in the over here, let's just understand this file. Okay, logging, programs, upload files to server. Okay, here is this anonymous c2.thm is the domain of the C2 server. Cool. We have solved and performed a reverse engineering in multiple binaries files. So I hope you understand what is reverse engineering is and how to reverse engineer any applications with different types of open source tools available. If you have any kind of queries, feel free to ask in our WhatsApp or Telegram community channel. You can join by clicking on the link given in descriptions. I'll see you in another challenge of Try Hack Me. Till that time, goodbye and Jai Hind.